What's up YouTube? It's Mike with Detroit Grooming Company, and I've got a little bit of a different video for you today. We're going to take a walk through some of our oils here and kind of how we got started making oils. And I'm also going to show you how to make delicious Turkish coffee. This is something that's near and dear to my heart. I grew up with it, my parents, my grandparents, and all the way back. So I got some hot tips for you on making some amazing Turkish coffee, and we'll talk about some oils as well. Just to get started with this whole thing, I'll bring out one of my favorites, Belle Isle oil. Now Belle Isle is amazing for so many different reasons, and it shares, you know, those base oils with the other oils we have as well. Only this one has a little bit something extra, and that would be the lavender and orange blend. So that does a lot more than just make it smell good or make it smell natural. It actually does a great deal for your hair and skin as well. For skin in particular, especially right now, 20 seconds 100 times a day, your skin is taking a major hit, especially if you're using store-bought soap that doesn't have any mercy on your skin. So this is great for rejuvenating that skin, nourishing that skin, giving it all the things that it needs. Essentially, it has building blocks for healing and repairing the skin. But the added bonus with the orange, which is an essential oil, is that it breaks down that first layer of skin, which then allows the absorption of the lavender. And the lavender is great because it reduces inflammation. So you have a 1-2 punch in this oil, backed by, you know, all the other ingredients that are in there that do amazing things for your hair and skin. So this is something I definitely encourage. After you put some in your hand, just warm it up, wait about 10 minutes, it'll have fully absorbed, your hands won't be greasy or oily at all, and I'm telling you, much better than a water-based lotion. Water-based lotions are really good for quick hits, especially if your hands are dried and cracking at this point. Water-based lotion will do the job, but for a very short period of time. You'll find yourself reapplying on a consistent basis. So the scents are wonderful, but they also do other things, especially the ones packed with essential oils. Other, you know, facets of this oil, like black, that's another one of my favorites right there. The cedarwood and amber. You know, that combination of scents brings comfort. I mean, you're looking for a lot more out of these oils than just say, you know, I just want a softer beard or I just need good skincare. If it's comfort you're looking for, you know, these scents will really do that for you. And might take you back to a time when things weren't so bananas. Let's talk about something else that brings a lot of comfort. This is something, again, I grew up with my whole life, so I'm going to teach you guys how to make it. I got a fresh tin right here. This stuff smells amazing right from the get-go. You want to get good quality Turkish coffee to start. And there's a couple tips that I'm going to show you guys as we make our way through this. So my hands are, of course, perfectly clean. All these containers, everything that I'm going to use right now is 100% clean. And I took the time to nourish my hands with the oil, so they're feeling pretty good. I'm not dried or cracking or anything. Let's crack into this. Oh boy. Oh man, that smells amazing. Right out of the gate, you can see, oh, that looks so good. The stuff is like flour or baking soda consistency. It's a very good consistency. Oh, I think the cats thought I opened a can of tuna fish for them. They are sorely mistaken. You can see that powdery consistency there. It's so finely ground. So what we're going to do first is we're going to use room temperature water. Now room temperature water is very important in this. You don't want to use cold water, you don't want to use hot water, you want it to work its way there, and this is one of those secret tips and tricks. You want to use purified water also. Here we go. Take the cup that you're actually going to drink from and fill it to the desired amount of coffee that you're wanting to drink. Now this is a teacup. I don't have the traditional Turkish coffee cups, but this will have to do for right now. You also need one of these. It's called an ibrit. Before you pour your water into the ibrit, what you'll want to do is put the coffee that you're going to want to use into the pot itself. So for each cup that you're wanting to make, you'll want 2 semi-heaping spoonfuls, a teaspoon full of coffee. So we'll do that right here, number 2. Another cool tip is if you like your coffee a little bit sweeter, I do, you'll take 1 teaspoon of sugar and put that right in there as well. This is a little tip, okay? If you guys like it like I like it, I'll show you in just one second here how to make it even more flavorful. So you'll take your mixture here of coffee and sugar, which I have here inside. You pour your water right on top of it. Now you'll stir, and you'll stir these ingredients together. What you don't want to do is stir it when it's cooking or boiling. You break apart that amazing foam that's on top. That is what Turkish coffee is touted for. It's this delicious foamy head that it builds up at the top. Just make sure you mix it really well in there. Try to get as many of the clumps out as possible and make it so it's one uniform texture. Typically a pot, I would say, or a brew of Turkish coffee takes about 7 to 10 minutes to make, so you don't want to rush this. This is part of the process here of making a really good cup of Turkish coffee, and believe me, you're gonna enjoy it. Hey now, you're a rock star. Get your game on. Go. Oh. Looks like now we're all set with the stirring. Again, be patient. This is the time to be patient right now. You know, think about everything that's going on out there. It certainly causes a great deal of discomfort, anxiety. You should spend some time on the simple things and on the things that make your life a little bit better and give you a little bit of peace, because that's at the end of the day what we're all looking for. So the gaps on the stove are way too big for this to sit comfortably. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually flip this guy over like that. Do a little bit of a balancing act back there. And now I'm going to fire up the stove. Here we go. Fire up the right burner. The one burner doesn't work. What can I say? Alright, so medium heat, that's what we want. We don't want to crest medium heat, we don't want low heat, we want medium heat, and then we want to keep our eye on it. Again, take the time, be a little patient, and allow that coffee to cook down. You're going to love it. Alright, I'm going to turn it down to medium heat here. Let's see, I think 7 is the highest, so I'm going to go to 3.5. And then I'm going to put this guy right here, well stirred, well mixed, right on the heat. This is what I was telling you about earlier about adding a little bit of flavor. I'm gonna get a fresh spoon and I'm gonna put a little sugar in the bottom of my cup. Spoon in hand, nice and clean. I'm gonna add just another little teaspoon worth of sugar right in the bottom of my cup. Again, patience is key. Keep your eye on it. Spend that 7 to 10 minutes kind of, you know, contemplating. It's good. It helps you come up with ideas. Teaches you a little bit of patience, which we all need right now. Orchard Lake was one of our very first beard oils when we started blending the bases together and came up with a really good foundational base formula. Orchard Lake was one of our first oils. This one is orange and vanilla. There's just something about making a beard oil that smells really good in a time, at the time that we made it, when the only beard oils that were available smelled like medicine. So just imagine all you had was like Vicks Vapor Rub level eucalyptus. I mean, you could barely breathe. Your eyes would water. It was kind of a crazy time. So I wanted to do something really different. And when I connected with Sean and brought him on with this idea of doing these scents that were not this earthy, you know, it's too much. To me, I couldn't take it. Couldn't stand the smell of it. And they only lasted so long. And part of the reason they only lasted so long was, I think, the understanding of oils being acids and eating each other away did not exactly come across at that time. I don't think people did enough research at that time. So that's what we buried ourselves in, was research. Let's figure out what the best blend that would work in concert would be. And then let's add really good smells on top of it. Orange and vanilla just seemed so logical. Corktown, literally the most award-winning beard oil I've ever seen. And I'm not even saying that just to say that we're the most awarded beard company. I'm not even saying that. Quite literally, if you've had Corktown, you completely understand what I'm saying here. This stuff smells so good. Pipe tobacco, vanilla, and cedarwood. Now, how did we get to this? Well, initially, I had mixed tobacco and cedar wood together, and man, that smelled really amazing. Then Sean came up and added one drop, literally one drop of vanilla in a bottle, not so different from this, but way different than this. We shook it up, and it was like our whole lives changed. There was nothing like this on the market at the time. Now you see a lot of cedar wood, pipe tobacco, vanilla type products. It's prolific now. It's just the scent smells so good. And I can't believe we are so privileged to be able to use this stuff to keep our beards nice and neat and fully nourished as well. We're starting to get some action here on the Turkish coffee, so let me bring you down for a look. So you can see it has started to bubble a little bit. What we're looking for here is I'm looking for a little bit of foam at the top. So now you want to take a tablespoon, get some of that frothy foam on top, and real gently pull it off of there and just plop it softly and gently down into the bottom of the cup. Now at this point you want to be really careful with it because it will boil back up fairly quickly, but that's what you want. You want it to boil up again. Now you want to go in and get that foam again. Take that foam out. You can see it right here. I don't know how much you'll be able to see. Take that foam out, put it again in the bottom of your cup. On the last boil, which is the third one, you'll want to take it off the heat completely. And now, this is where the magic happens. Don't stir it. You're going to pour it very slowly into this cup. You want to preserve as much of that heady foam as you possibly can. Nice and slow. So there you go. We've got a great cup of Turkish coffee right here. Let's take a sip and see how good it is. Just kidding. You have to wait a few minutes to allow all those flavors to blend and steep. Just about 3 minutes or so, and then you'll be good to go to drink this. But remember all the key stuff here. Detroit Grooming Company oils are amazing. You guys probably already know that, and if you don't, get on board. Use purified water for Turkish coffee. Make sure it's room temperature. Make sure not to over boil it. It will burn. And then don't mess with it. Kind of sit through the process and contemplate your day or tomorrow. Just kind of relax. Take that 7 to 10 minutes to breathe. Take time for yourself and smell that amazing, rich, deep, dark aroma that makes Turkish coffee so amazing. Well, thank you guys for joining me today. Don't forget to hit like and subscribe down below for more videos just like this. We're doing a lot more videos these days, so you guys won't want to miss out. If you can find our products at your local retail shop, right now we have a lot of retailers who are running online deals and have online stores. Support your local retailer. That's really important, especially in a time like this when they've all been forced to shut down. So help them out by buying the product via their websites. If they don't have that, of course, we've got you at DetroitGrooming.com. And that's pretty much it. Hope you guys stay healthy, stay safe, and we'll see you next time.
Bye.
What you'll want to do is buy yourself some really high quality Turkish coffee.
Turkey coffee.
Turkey coffee?